After a great time in Da Nang and Hoi An, we decided to cool off for a few days in Vietnam's adventure destination, Da Lat. Surrounded by hills, forests, lakes and waterfalls, Da Lat has a 20 degrees weather year-round. That's why people often call it the city of eternal spring. Just like everywhere in Vietnam, the food was extremely delicious. We found a cute restaurant where we went for a breakfast every single morning. We tried some local dishes such as mini pancakes with quail egg and the signature breakfast soup with meatballs and bread. Staying in Da Lat felt a bit nostalgic, like we were back in our grandparents' village. We stayed at the cutest Airbnb, and although the owner didn't speak English at all, she made sure we felt like home. Well, the bathroom in the room was unique really. Anyway, a must-do on our list was riding the Alpine Coaster. It's located near the Tan La waterfall, and it's a really fun experience. We even reached the speed of 40 kilometers per hour. At the bottom, we saw the waterfall and some statues, took photos, and that's about it. By the time we were back at the top, we were tired and thirsty, so we decided to relax for a bit at this lovely cafe called Cabin in the Woods. We sipped delicious lemonade while enjoying the view from the terrace. Then it started raining, but to be honest, the rain made everything even more peaceful, fresh, and magical. The highlight of our stay in Da Lat was definitely cloud hunting at 4 a.m. The endless clouds glimmering in the morning sun was such a spectacular view. We had no idea this was even a thing, but Da Lat offers incredible views of mist-covered valleys and peaks. So, of course, we couldn't miss this opportunity, and honestly, it exceeded our expectations. After a warm breakfast soup, we headed to Happy Hill Coffee, a lovely coffee shop by the lake. The territory is full of flowers and picturesque spots. We each paid a $4 entrance ticket, which also included the cost of a drink. An awesome place to sip coffee and enjoy the lake view. We really appreciated the quiet ambience and fully immersed within nature. Another place we couldn't skip was the Clay Tunnel. It's an open-air clay museum, as each sculpture has been handcrafted from clay. It's a great place for families and children, but also the perfect spot for some unique photos. There is even a whole area devoted to COVID, which we found quite funny. Obviously, COVID is not a laughing matter, but the sculptures were kind of silly and fun. We were lucky to witness some amazing sunsets as well. Due to its temperate climate, Da Lat often has an impressive vibrant sky during sunset time. Just look at all these fluffy clouds. They do look like cotton candy. We loved spending our evenings in the city center, walking around the lake and Lam Vien Square. At night, the square is full of life as both tourists and locals gather to relax. The only downside for us was seeing the poor dogs used for paid photo services. And this is me, very excited, because Sorin won a toy for me from the claw machine at the arcade. Of course, you have to end the day at the local night market. There are so many food options to choose from. We decided to sit down for some pastries and sweet soy milk. We felt like locals, honestly. The lot was so peaceful and lovely, but it was time for our next stop in Vietnam, the one and only Ho Chi Minh City. With a population of around 10 million, it is Vietnam's largest city. It's fast-paced and energetic, and here tradition and modern life exist side by side. Just like Hanoi, the city may feel chaotic at first, but once you settle into its rhythm, it becomes an exciting destination. The Cafe Apartments is a unique old building filled with hidden cafes and boutiques on every floor. It's the perfect spot to take photos or enjoy a coffee with a view over the busy streets. By the way, that's just a simple example of how drivers don't care about pedestrian crossings, but somehow the traffic flow is always smooth and nobody gets hurt. We also visited the Japanese district known as Little Japan. Tucked away in small alleys, you'll find authentic restaurants and glowing lanterns that create a calm atmosphere. While most of the main sites in the city center are war-related, there are many fun landmarks to visit such as Saigon Post Office and the Book Street. We also tried to beat the heat by walking in the park and exploring the famous pink Catholic church. Ho Chi Minh City was the final stop on our Vietnam itinerary, so all we wanted was to simply walk around, eat good food, and relax. Day 2 in Ho Chi Minh City!
The forecast was actually rain all these days, but so far it's been sunny, very warm, very hot. But we're enjoying the weather, so
for the signature Vietnamese coffee drinks, we went to this cute cafe called Little Hanoi. Totally worth it. Just like any large city in the world, Ho Chi Minh City's nightlife is diverse and vibrant. For example, we visited Bui Vien Walking Street, known for its loud music, neon lights, and non-stop energy. The next morning, we woke up early and headed to the meeting point for our day trip. We couldn't leave Saigon without visiting the Cu Chi tunnels, a vast underground network of tunnels used by the soldiers during Vietnam War. We learned many interesting historical facts and saw some inventive traps set up to impale and deceive enemies. By the way, this is how narrow the entrance into the tunnel is. Sorin fired real war guns, and we even got to walk and crawl through tight parts of the tunnels. It's an eye-opening experience that added a deeper perspective to our time in Vietnam. Next, our trip included a boat trip in Mekong Delta, exploring the countryside, visiting workshops, tasting local food, listening to folk music, and navigating narrow canals by rowboat. We even discovered snake wine, which is a traditional alcoholic beverage made by infusing whole snakes in rice wine. that's a wrap of our 2-month journey across Vietnam. It was one of the best and most memorable adventures of our lives. We loved everything about this country and we hope to be back again someday.